The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to Fred in Denver. Hey, Fred, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, listen, it's an honor to speak to you. I wanted to tell you, I'm one of your successful tigers, and the reason that I'm successful, I probably read a couple hundred books on technical analysis over the last 10 or 15 years. I'm a retired public school teacher, and I heard you talking today on your earlier show that if you really knew what you were doing in this business, you probably wouldn't have to work again. And I wake up every morning, I look at your book, I can tell you, every other author is just paled in comparison to your clarity. I just wanted to thank you.
I really appreciate it.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. Well, 5 days a week. We go 2 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great Christmas, safe Christmas, great holiday out there. And, of course, we're going to make it a great 2012. I got my partner, Steve Rhodes, with me here. And, folks, if you haven't heard our show in the morning, Steve kicks off TFNN every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. No matter where you are in the world, you can get us.
That's right.
That's the bottom line.
Absolutely.
9 to 10 Eastern Time, he kicks us off. Then Steve and I have a show 10 to 11. And, of course, we go live till 1. Different days we have different folks on. Bottom line, great lineup for you. Then we go back 3 to 6 live. You can get all of that 24 hours a day at TFNN. And the bottom line is that we go into 2012, we're gonna kick some butt here.
Every day.
It's a beautiful thing. Let's take a look at one of these 4 agreements. Now, this agreement here, folks, is really applicable. Ask for what you want.
That's right. That's how you manifest what you want in your life.
Totally.
Yeah.
Find the courage to ask for what you want. Others have the right to tell you yes or no, but you always have the right to ask. Likewise, everyone has the right to ask for what they want, and you have the right to say yes or no. This is a great card, isn't it?
No, it is. Because, it starts there. You can't manifest something in your life if you don't ask for it. Right? I mean,
you can't.
It doesn't just show up.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Yeah.
And when you do ask for it, the bottom line is that you don't even know how it happens, but it works. The key, folks, one of the keys, okay?
Well, you're not sure how you're going to get to it.
No.
But okay.
But you do.
But that's right. Exactly.
But you do.
That's right.
And it just happens, which is really amazing. Think about that for a second, right?
It's actually the coolest thing.
It is.
I do it even with parking spaces.
Yeah.
When I'm going to, I'm truly visualizing a parking space up front before I even get there.
Let me tell you something.
And I'll go down the crowded lane.
Well, how do you do
that?
How many times, picture this, folks, how many times have you done with the children in the car, right?
Yeah.
You're going by red lights, right? And everyone's saying, okay, it's got to turn green, right?
Right.
Turns green. Go to the next one, turns green. Go to the next one, turns green.
Absolutely, that's right.
There's no doubt about it.
I love it.
No doubt. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow down 2, NASDAQ up 6, S&Ps were flat. We had the gold contract down $11, silver was off 40 cents, platinum up $10, light sweet crude up $1.70, trading at $101.36. We had bonds up 17 ticks at 142.16. Oh, I got to look at that, baby. King dollar down 8 ticks at 80.15. Euro is up 8, and the yen was down 11. Okay, so we get over this S&P, right? This is pretty sick. S&P, folks, we got to 1269. We're at 1265.43. Now, what gets interesting here is that, okay, is this it? We got over one swing point.
Yes, we did.
That 1292 was game, but the bottom line is that we went over that today. Let's go take a look at the Dow. You take a look at the Dow out here, what we did with the Dow. So she got to 12,328. The 284, still over.
That's right. It's still over. It's suggesting that it still wants to drift higher.
Exactly.
Or give us a different signal, but not right at the moment.
No, totally.
Yeah.
NASDAQ Composite, dead dog. The dog is dead. The NASDAQ dead is dead. I'm telling you. And folks, what you can get out of this is going to be a big problem. NASDAQ did 951 million today. You're going into 2.4 billion. And the NASDAQ just can't even basically bark.
No.
You're talking about let's see, 27.53. Well, you're $1.25 away from the highs. You are 60 points away from the lows of the highs.
Yeah.
And it just can't get moving.
And we had Apple complete a Tiger Gartley.
Tiger
Gartley sell.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take that trade.
Yeah, I mean I was watching the close and wanted to see whether it was going to close above the gap down, which was the 408.42.
Okay.
So it got above that, but and we closed below. It closed at 406 or something like that.
Yeah, no, it absolutely did.
Yeah.
And you're going into, it's pretty amazing. So you're going into 39 million. So check it out. So this is pretty cool. So you went to 409.09.
Right.
You got over the downdraft, which was 408.41 with 39 million. So the correlation is 9 million into the 39 million. And as Steve just said, you had taken out the B point, which is, with lighter volume.
That's right.
You got the A to B equals C to D. You got is it a 786 or 618?
It's almost a 786.
Oh,
almost.
nice. Okay.
It's in between them. It's 707.
707, I'll take it.
Yeah. Under normal circumstances, not in the holiday week.
Okay.
We would have fired away at this trade in a heartbit, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean, wouldn't even be a question mark.
Look at that.
Wouldn't even be a question mark.
No, it's not. It's not. It won't be tomorrow morning either.
No,
it won't be. It won't be. It won't be tomorrow morning. No, it absolutely won't be. You know why? Because the what you have here, folks, is the 354 wants to get tagged.
Yeah.
You get a high volume high on the 4th. You also get the high volume high at 353 on August 8th. So August 8th, October 4th. I mean, that's screaming out there.
I know. Just still a little divergence, as we go through everything. But
it is.
Normally, we would have been looking at Apple first with the composite being so weak, with the Nasdaq being
That's
so
right.
weak. We would have been taking a look at Apple and then been all over that.
Well,
right?
yeah, and let's look.
What's it, 14%
huge
of the NDX?
Yes. And inside the NDX, so the NDX is up $5. And that wasn't even, not the leader or the laggard, okay?
Yeah.
Bottom line, research in motion was the leader. Give me a break, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
RIM is going down the tubes, literally. If we go take a look at it, I believe it's, you had a nice acceleration up today, 95 cents. That's a dead cat bounce. And we just went from, 33 down to 12.45.
The only way RIM doesn't go down the tubes is it gets, taken over by somebody.
Yes.
Okay, but it's hard to play. You don't want to play that. That's you've got better places to put your money.
No, big time.
Than on that
big
type
time.
of a trade.
Gold. We go take a look at gold out here. That's GCG. We're dealing with GCG here. Okay, so you did 42,000 contracts. So this is the one's going to get interesting, folks. The reason being is this. Now, you're backed down with lighter volume.
Yeah.
You're backing into monster volume.
Yes,
you're backing into, at 1565, folks, we had 284,000 contracts down there. So, we'll see how it wants to hit that. And that's going to be crucial as to how it hits it. You know.
Now, I was doing my newsletter this morning, so I didn't, and I just completely lost track of time. And so I didn't catch you on CNBC, but I caught it, in the archive. And what a great interview you did. I mean, it was even better than what you explained to me. The pearls of information that you gave out on CNBC, that was really great.
I appreciate it.
That was really, really, I think it was the best one that you've done so far.
Oh yeah,
yeah. No, it was. It was. I love what Maria Cabrera Caruso, let's go to the guy we hired in gold. I loved it.
It
was great.
So what I was talking about this morning is this, folks, and if it's not up on the website, we'll get it up on the website. I
don't think it's up just yet. So we'll get it there. Yeah.
Well, what I was talking about is this. Okay, so when you take a look at the gold contract, well, first off, the gold contract, my take on it is that we're still in a correction.
Yeah.
That number one, these high volume lows want to get hit.
Yeah.
More so, probably 1450 wants to get hit. The reason I'm saying
but you were specific. You were
right.
Boom.
Right.
Here's where it's going.
That's a large ABC structure on the way down.
Yeah.
Now, that technical setup, in the last 10 years, we've done 3 monster pullbacks.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what gets interesting here is this. Now, so check this out. And this is, thought processes in anything, folks, gets real interesting, okay? And what I mean by that specifically is that think about how many different times and different scenarios you put in your head.
Yeah.
Okay? So when I'm looking at markets, I put million different scenarios. I go over every type of, bullish, bearish. Okay?
Absolutely, you bet. Yeah.
So I can tell you though, and this is what I was really psyched about last night at. Let's see, was it last night? It was at 4:30 this morning. So what happened is this. So picture this. We've been in gold for a long time, right?
Yes.
I'm saying to myself, well, how long can this last? And my head was that, okay, we're at a big top here.
Right.
And that, okay, it's going to be year to year and a half consolidation, which I've been through before.
Yeah,
and that's fine, because no one will buy the lower end of the consolidation.
For sure.
And then everyone throws the towel in,
Right,
okay?
right.
Now, where I was having a tough time, right? I wasn't having a tough time with that part. I was having a tough time saying, okay, where's the demand going to come in to go back up the other side?
No question.
Okay? So check it out, folks. This is really cool. So, see, what has been happening in the last 8 months is that India is the biggest buyer of jewelry.
Yes.
Now, in the gold market in India, folks, there's two different things that end up happening. You get the wedding season, which is huge, which we're in right now.
Yeah.
But that's been going down the tubes, meaning that they haven't been buying. The reason being is that their rupee has got so weak that gold gets even more expensive. Now, check this out, though. But then they have a tax on gold. That makes it more expensive.
Yeah.
So bottom line is that in the continent of India, they were buying 30% less gold.
Yeah.
That's a big problem, folks.
Yeah.
Okay?
For gold.
For gold. Now, what just happened this morning is that China overtook India in the gold jewelry market.
From a consumption standpoint.
From a consumption.
Yeah.
That is music to my ears.
Which is pretty cool.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. It's huge.
Because you're looking at the largest population.
Right. Over a billion, right?
Yeah.
And what you're looking at is that it only just started in China. So now my head, I'm sitting at my kitchen table, so I said, oh, this is going to get interesting now. So now I can see that you get the more demand, right?
Yeah.
Now, if I get my 1450, it's going to be, okay, that's great. The world has said, okay, no, it's over. But if you've been in this market, you can take we've had a 40-50% correction before in it.
Right.
And particularly longer ones.
Yeah.
Then what you do, when I actually bring this out a year and a half, it's not the end of the world that gold will be 2,500.
Yeah.
Now.
Absolutely not. That's right. Yeah.
Because what you have there is that rates have been so low, and I expect rates are going to stay low, even this year.
That's right, yeah.
But then that money is going to be basically, I think the economy's already coming back, so it'll be a year and a half, whatever that is, and then all of a sudden, folks, we'll all be walking down the streets, and as you're walking down the street, it's going to be like the Three Stooges, folks. Dollars are going to be flying out of people's pockets.
I love it.
They'll be flying everywhere.
In their yards, because I give people money. I give people money trees,
so many dollars.
What a forest in the yard.
There's no doubt about it, man. That dollar is going to be everywhere.
Yeah.
And so now...
And we haven't had the inflation aspect.
No, and that's going to be 2 or 3 years away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That it pumps in again. What we got now is we get deflation over in Europe because they're broke.
Yeah. And liquidation. Deflation and liquidation.
That's right. That's right. And then, of course, the wild card in the gold market is Paulson.
That's right.
With those 22 million shares.
Paulson and BlackRock. Because they're buying. BlackRock's buying, aren't they?
Well, BlackRock has been buying and selling. Yeah, right. This is Steve Roach, Tom O'Brien. Give us a call, folks. Our number is 877-927-6648.